This is Paul. Yeah. Yeah, the contract was with the state, but the judge and the sheriff issued it for themselves. Yep. And then you obligated the state to pay for your obstructions of justice. Now, as I mentioned, Pooch, obviously you have the evidence right now. So you committed the fraud so as to obligate the state to pay for your protection for the last 3.5 years. Now, for me, Pooch, the state's getting sued. Yep. I don't know how much it's worth. Yep. Now, tort law may be $100 billion. Yep. Generally be described as the law of civil wrongs. It's wrong for any judge to issue any court order that obligates the state to pay what they order when they're actually contracting with the state to have their own protection so they can commit the crime of obstruction of justice. Now, that's probably $100 billion lawsuit. It's a civil wrong. It's probably $100 billion. It concerns conduct that causes injury and fails to measure up to some standards set by society. There should never be a sheriff or a judge that issues any court order to intentionally obstruct justice. And when you obstruct justice and then you enforce the court order with false arrest and false imprisonment, you added to the expense of the state for you enforcing the court order. And you did all of this based on the premise that you were protecting the women and children without the state being contracted to have the enforcement of it because the petitioner didn't say that she wanted it. And even though you had issued it for 4.5 years, and for 3 years and 24 days of those 4.5 years that I was silent, you did it without any actual justification as an arrest, some sort of accusation of violating the previous protection order, without any due process of law, and without me getting any of the documentation of the dissolution of marriage. You actually.